With the US economy recovering the way it is, I've heard tax rates for companies will be coming down.
Yes.
I've heard the budgets for infrastructure around the country. So it sounds exciting. It sounds the right time for somebody to consider investing. And I know from experience that for 120 through to 170, you can buy a pretty good investment that's going to return you probably 6 or so percent.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, more.
More.
Yes, more. So we're travelling somewhere around, on average, 9%. Now, give or take a percent either way, but I still have properties that are performing on 13%.
Yeah. What Australians have to understand is that the taxes in America are just to purchase or related around real estate are nothing like Australia. As I said before, no stamp duty. Your council rates and water rates are just so minimal. There is capital gains tax. We need to be acutely aware of that. A lot of investors leave their money in America in bank accounts, which you can set up for them. And it's US dollars. Remember, the tenant is paying in US dollars.
Correct.
So even though, and we're going to talk on currency in a moment, even though an acquisition of 150 because of the currency at the moment may cost more Australian dollars, but you remember when you bring it back, it will gain whatever it was then. You'll pick it back up again. But you'll leave your money in a US bank account and it will earn interest. Not a lot, but it's in America, which gives you the opportunity then repurchasing in other investment opportunities. I've had some clients go over there with potentially $1 million at one stage. They're well over $7 million in investments in the United States now, in different states, but as happy as ever. Because why? I know it's confronting. I know it's, wow, I'm investing somewhere else. We've done it. There's hundreds of other people who've done it.
Can I tell you something else that's very interesting at the moment that I'm getting? And that is current investors are now putting together consortiums with friends. Group of men, friends that are now buying together under one LLC.
Yeah.
And whether that same number of people actually remain in that LLC or how that operates from the back door, I'm not sure. But I just know that I've got a group of people that say to me, hey, I've got some mates together and we want to buy some properties. And this is quite separate to some, and I'm thinking of a particular client in mind as I'm saying this, who has a portfolio of a few properties himself. And then he said, look, this is what we want to do. How do you reckon that would go? And it's like, easily done. So they're now buying their third property in that manner. So for some people, it gets me thinking that for some people who would love to have that experience of being able to invest overseas, and I mean, let's face it, it's very trendy.
Oh yeah,
then
absolutely.
It's another opportunity of a few couples getting together and purchasing together. Because they haven't got to worry about any of the dealings of the property, any of the management. We take care of that whole side for them. All they see is the money coming through in the bank.
So the big safety net is knowing that your property's been managed, my investment is safe. Being managed by an Australian company with a huge reputation of performance, reliability, integrity, and you're dealing with Australians. You're dealing with Australians in systems and so on. I haven't just sent a lot of money across the Pacific Ocean into another country and I don't know what's happening with it. We have reporting systems, we have the phone calls, the emails, the inspections that are going to happen. All of it will be taken care of for you, and you will be able to make contact if in doubt about one matter. So feel safe with that. Feel safe that it's a wonderful city that's growing. It's got capital growth. The entry level is surprisingly, like what could you buy in Australia? A 4-bedroom house in the suburbs for about 150, 170,000. It doesn't exist. And to get the returns on residential real estate that you do in the States, because you're not getting slogged with all these council charges and stamp duties and all of that, which takes the pleasure out of investments in many regards residentially.